Welcome in, Scorpio, to Don Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I am recording this message on July the 2nd. I'm sorry I didn't get to these sooner. As you can see, I have some damage to my face. I went on vacation to visit family, and while there, I decided to walk an 80-pound dog, and I haven't walked a big dog in 30 years probably. So I wrapped, which was really a dumb thing to do. It's really my fault. Wrap the leash around my wrist and off we go. Well, this 80-pound dog sees a lizard and he took off. And I went up in the air and bam, slammed my face right on the concrete. So I broke my nose, and actually, my face looks really good in comparison to the way that it did. But the other damage that I did was because I wrapped the leash around my wrist. I don't have the flexibility in this wrist yet. It is still in the process of healing. So it's a little bit more difficult for me to shuffle. So I shuffled offline, but I'm going to split the deck up so you can see that I haven't done anything to, stack the deck or whatever. Okay. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, you may want to consider subscribing. One of the things that I just started doing recently is doing live readings where you can actually, if you're a subscriber, you'll know when I come online. You can come in, you can ask a question as to something that's going on with you in your life. And it's a really good opportunity for you to see how I work live with, other people, right? So I hope to get back to that portion of my reading. I think I still need a couple more days rest with this wrist because I'm constantly shuffling when I'm reading for a group of people, right? Because you have to shuffle. So I need a little bit more time. The other thing is I've gotten a new laptop. My last live, my system crashed. It was about the fourth or fifth time that I had an issue. So I decided it was time to upgrade. And as you can probably see with the video, you see much more of a wide range with the camera because it's a wide angled camera on this laptop. Now, one of the reasons why I got this laptop though was because it's got like all the bells and whistles that are supposed to help you with live streaming. So I spent a little bit more money. I spent the money because I figured, for one thing, my last laptop lasted about 8 or 9 years. So why not? Right. And I want to be able to do more lives. I want to be able to continue to grow my channel. So I'm investing in us. And so here we are. Okay, so today's reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising placements in the sign of Scorpio. If you have those, this message is for you. But keep in mind, this is not a one-on-one reading. This is a general message. So maybe not all messages may resonate with you. So take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you and your life, I do provide private readings. Information is in the description box below, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com, one word, and you can see my availability and pricing. Okay. So while I'm doing this portion of your reading, I'm going to take myself off camera so we can just concentrate on your cards. At the end, I plan to put myself back on camera. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Indigo Goddess and 3 cards from the Life and Career decks. I did not get an opportunity to do career readings this month, so I'm kind of adding them to your July reading because I know that there's a lot of people out there that are very concerned about their finances and that type of stuff, career, that thing. So if it doesn't naturally come up in your reading, we will cover some of that towards the end of your reading. Okay, so I hope you'll stay with me to the end. If you're brand new, please give me actually, everybody give me a thumbs up because it does help me. If you're brand new, you may want to consider subscribing if you find that these messages are helpful to you. Okay, here we go. So like I mentioned, I'm being very ginger with this hand. I am trying to rest it as much as possible. As I did say, I am doing much better. It's been about 10 days since my fall. And what I'm doing now, I'm just splitting the cards just so that you can see that I am not stacking the deck in any specific way or doing anything, that is not above board. So that ought to be a good enough split for us. Okay, so here we go, Scorpio. And I can't really hold the deck either very good because it's heavy. So I'm just going to do it this way. So we start off with the Three of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, Hangman. Ooh, High Priestess, love her. Nine of Wands. Now we're going to build your ladder. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups, which represents Scorpio energy, and the Lovers. Okay, so looking at your reading, we have the two major arcanas here. So it's not really a heavy hitting month for you. I do feel as though with this very center card, this is the one that is the main focus of your reading. And this right here is about losses of some kind. Losses that hurt your heart, right? Now, it could be that you've had a breakup or you have walked away from another individual. It could be that you are trying to eliminate the toxic people in your life. And it's difficult because a lot of times you have all these strings that connect you. I call these cords. You have cords that connect you to even toxic people, right? So I feel as though some of you are really standing up for yourself, really speaking out for yourself. Threes are about creativity, thinking outside of the box, and adopting new points of view. Swords have to do with the way that we express with our minds and the way that we express with our words. If you look at her, she is in a bit of anguish here. So you may be feeling that underlying energy for this month. As we continue with your reading, we'll see how this ties in. But again, keep in mind that there's already healing that's happening. It feels as though this event you are already aware of, or this situation you are already aware of. What this could represent for you, it will represent something different for all of you because you all are, at different stages of your life and your evolution. Now, what is crossing over you, helping or hindering you, is this Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands for me is this idea. Now, if you look at her body language here, let me put this up closer so you can see. She has one wand in her hand, and she has this other wand against the wall. She's looking out of the window. She's got the world, the globe here. She's got this a vehicle. It looks like a VW wagon of some kind on this piece of paper. So she is looking for adventure. It feels as though some of you may be really thinking about doing something outside of your comfort zone, even in terms of an adventure, doing something you've never tried before, never done before. It could be any number of things. Maybe it's hang gliding or hot air ballooning or, swimming with sharks. I don't know, whatever it could be. But it's something that you're really wanting to do to, I feel as though there is a slight bit of risk involved, like this slight bit of danger. For some reason, it feels as though that will inspire you. It will fire up your motivation, fire up your passion. Now, the other aspect of this card is that many of you may be considering going to do something that's outside of your normal scope of activities. But others of you are saying, nah, I think I'm just going to stay where I am because I'm comfortable. I'm safe on the ground, right? So it's kind of that one or the other. The twos are all about choices, decisions that we are making. The wands are definitely about taking some kind of an action because wands and swords are taking active activities. I do feel as though she's really contemplating her next move. What is the future going to bring me? What exactly is it that I would like to do that is outside my normal, to live life, really wanting to live life. I love that card for you. What is above you are your thoughts. So this is the Seven of Swords is that card of lying, cheating, and stealing. So it may very well be that some of you discover that someone around you is being a little bit deceptive. Um, this is also that card of stealth, right? As you can see on this card, he's kind of got himself all uh, covered up so that you can't really see him. So just be aware that this energy is around you. You might want to be sure that you lock up your car. Don't leave anything expensive in your car if you go anywhere. Be aware, ladies, that if you need to gas up, that you gas up during the day, not at night. Be aware of your surroundings, especially for those of you who travel alone. Just be very, very careful. You do not want anything to come in and cause you any more any problems really. Sevens are typically about gaining experience or utilizing existing spirit experience. It's also a card of gaining confidence. So it could be that some of you with this seven are really learning how to communicate in a new way, in a way that's much more expressive. I also feel that if you do have this energy of deceit, this energy of lying or cheating that is around you, that you will find that you are going to want to stand up for yourself. I feel that right now, this month of July, a lot of us are finding our true voice and we are speaking our minds. It doesn't mean that you have to be mean about it. It just means that you're calling out and saying, hey, I know you did this. I don't like that you did this, right? And if you continue to do this, I will have to take action of some kind. And it may very well be, getting them out of your life. I feel as though your thoughts, because this is in your thoughts position, and you do have this Three of Swords, that part of that energy could be associated with those two, meaning that this is someone that you may have trust and you found out that they have broken your trust in some way. And I feel really badly about that. And I'm sorry if you are going through a situation like that. Now, what is in your foundation is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is your first major arcana card in this reading. You have got three major arcanas. I thought you only had two, but you have three. Sorry. The Hanged Man is all about a distraction, but it's also about creatively thinking about things. The Hanged Man is also a major arcana, so it feels as though you may have put yourself in this position because you need to slow down, and there's information that's waiting to come in from your higher self, coming in from the God of your heart that is going to bring you some kind of enlightenment. Now, the other thing about the hangman is a lot of times this does represent a delay that is out of your control. So if you have been planting seeds, wanting to move forward, this is saying that it is going to happen, that it isn't going to happen in the timing that you had wanted. That there's something else that you're missing that needs to come in and to fulfill that energy right there of awareness. So it's going to be different for all of you. It could be that maybe some of you are trying to change jobs. You're looking for another job and you feel as though you're being hung up. It isn't as though spirit doesn't recognize and realize that this is the direction you want to go, but maybe the direction that you're thinking you want to go is not really the direction that is your soul mission. And it could be that your soul mission is that what is you're waiting for is that other opportunity to open up so you can just step right into that opportunity. I actually like this card. The only thing is it does cause a little bit of frustration, especially if you feel as though you're up against some kind of a time constraint. Okay. But other than that, I do feel as though this is going to be an energy that you're working with or working through. But at the same time, I do feel as though if you're thinking outside of the box and you are doing your very best to get your best step forward, I feel as though that is going to also come in for you. Now, what is in your immediate past is the high priestess. For me, this is about intuition and this is about mystery. As you can see, she is in this meditative state. She downloads all the information from her higher self. She brings that knowledge forward. She does share that information with others when she feels it is appropriate. She will not give you all your answers, but if this is you and this is representing you and your energy, you absolutely will get all of those answers, right? Because this is your higher self downloading, giving you the information that you need in order to move forward. Again, she is the subconscious energy is associated with her. There is a bit of a mystery involved with her. And those are things that you're going to be discovering for yourself. Now, just because that card is in your, your immediate past, that doesn't mean that you're one and done. I feel as though she's working with you through this month of July, and you'll be carrying that energy with you as you continue through the month. What she divulges to you is meant to be only for you. So, one of the suggestions that I'm hearing Spirit say is to journal. If you journal, when you get these epiphanies, you get these ideas, write them down. Write them down as soon as you can. Even if you're in a place where you can't, pick up a pen and paper, Spirit is saying, give yourself a note, put a note on your phone, right? That when you get home and you get to your journal, that you can write down these messages. These are downloads for you. They're important for you. So please take notice. Now, what is in your near future is this Nine of Wands. Now, she is all about progressing. She's moving forward. She's working very diligently on those creative ideas, those things that make her feel motivated, that give her her passion to move forward. She's very close to completion. She still has to keep going, though. And the nines, of course, do talk about progression, advancement, attainment of something. So if it's something that you're working on a job or you're working on a project, I feel as though you're very close to this ending and that you're going to be very satisfied with your final project here. Now, as we move up your ladder, we start off with your distant future. So this is your near future. So this is within the next couple of days. This will be, your distant future is coming in like with the next couple of weeks. And you have this Queen of Pentacles energy. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She does represent the earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She is my natural healer. She is someone who is her own. She makes her own success. She has made her own beautiful home. She's a very warm individual. She's very caring. She is all about patience and understanding. She makes a very good friend. She will give you very good advice. She will even help you make decisions, excuse me, even with your own money as to where you may want to invest it or she is a confidant for you. Now, the thing about her is this could be you moving into this role. This is you giving very good information to other people, right? But at the same time, this could represent someone that's close to you, that you believe, that you trust. You trust this individual, you know this individual. This person is not going to be the deceiver. This person is not your deceiver. This is someone that you could talk to about that deception, about that person who broke your heart. But she is not the one that is going to implement that type of energy because she doesn't believe in that type of energy. She is also very down to earth. She's into plant medicine. So it could be any number of those things. This could be somebody that you already know. This could be your mom. It could be your auntie, because I am a Queen of Pentacles since I am Taurus. It could be it could be a very close friend as well, right? That you have given your confidence to. Okay, now as we move up, this is your closest relationships. It feels as though you're going to have a new opportunity with this page. Pages and the Page of Pentacles specifically is a person who is really interested in education, learning new things, sharing their ideas with you. They're typically a younger person, someone who's got all these great ideas. They just don't know how to implement them because they don't have enough life experience, right? In most cases. Pages are typically a new path, a new direction. This could represent a younger person. It could represent an apprentice for you, meaning that you become a mentor for this person, maybe in your job, because we do have the pentacles here. Or it could be that this is someone who is younger than you that you are going to advise as this Queen of Pentacles as to where they should invest their money or how they can invest their money, where should they focus spending their money, right? Now, the other thing about this page is pages are also messages. So it could very well be that some of you are waiting for some kind of a message, an email, a phone call, a letter that basically states that money is coming in, or you've gotten this new job, or something associated with money. Maybe you have won the lottery. Now, I don't know why I would say that since I have never met anybody who has won the lottery, but at the same time, you don't have to win big, right? It could be that you win just enough, right? That really excites you and really brings in more cash. Wouldn't that be fun? And then we have our future feelings. Our future feelings, it feels as though there is still some disappointment here. This is that card of feeling as though there is a loss. This five represents changes coming in, changes in direction, changes in your feelings towards someone or something. Also, with this card, it feels as though you may be feeling as though you're getting sucked into someone else's drama, right? Someone wants to involve you in conversation or involve you in a drama that is happening and is forcing you to want to make, pick a side. And so I typically don't pick that up. So I feel like I'm talking to someone specifically here. But that is just a drain on your energy, right? The best thing that you can do is change your thought, change that direction. Since this does have to do with your cups, it's going to feel as though you have this obligation of some kind to help this other person out, right? And at the same time, I feel as though, if you are feeling as though this is not your hill that you want to die on, then bag out and basically say, this is not my circus, this is not my monkeys, right? And I feel as though that will help alleviate some of these issues for you. So just be aware. I do feel is that somebody is wanting to bring you into some kind of a dramatic thing here, and you absolutely have control as to whether or not you want to play that game. Your final outcome is the Lover. So some of you may be finding new love this month. I would say this would be more towards the end of July. that it would be coming in, as this is kind of your outcome, your long-term effect of this reading. I don't really see any other love cards here other than this one. So it could also represent partnerships. It could also represent creating healthy boundaries for yourself, right? So, one of the things of the lovers is balancing. It's very much like the temperance card, it's balancing opposite energies. So, you're really are looking at healthy versus not healthy, where you get sucked into your emotional space with other people. This could represent you finding a partnership in a business that is a perfect match for you, meaning that you both kind of have the same ideas as to which direction your business could go, how to build that business. So it could just be a partnership on that level. And it also could represent friendships as well, that maybe there's somebody new that comes in or somebody that has been a friend, and something comes in, you spend some time together and you realize that you have much more in common with this individual. But overall, I'm just going to say, since you have that Seven of Swords, which is that kind of lying, sneaky, kind of icky energy, be aware of that. I do feel as though someone may have hurt your heart. And then I do feel someone wants to drag you into the middle of their mess. So just be aware of all these energies going on, Scorpio. I know you know how to navigate this. Because your energy, Scorpio energy, is all about transmuting, right? Transmuting the dark into the light. So I feel like you've got this. I feel as though, again, um, this is something that you're going to be able to navigate if you're just aware that that energy is around you. And once you notice that it is and who it is, I feel as though that is, more than half of your battle. Okay, so here we are. Now let's do some goddess. We're going to do the indigo goddess cards. And your first one is Guardian. A fierce approach to finance. Daring moves, be the hero. Protect your savings and treasures. And you've got this dragon here. I really feel this kind of ties into this, this energy down here. It could be that your fierce approach to finance is the guidance and the information that you're going to give this young Page of Pentacles, if that's a situation that resonates with you. Okay. Your next card is Intuition, Hidden Knowledge. There she is. High Priestess. Secrets at Work, New Talents, Night Shift, and Record Keeper. Well, what's funny about the Record Keeper, and you have this owl, right? So owls are supposed to represent wisdom, but the record keepers of the planet are actually the whales. So I'm surprised they chose this image as their hidden knowledge, because I really feel that it really resides with the whales. They are the true record keepers. They've been here, I think, the longest, right? Okay, and then we have resolve, dedicated to achievement, steady gains, long game, loyalty, effort, and top dog. And of course, we have the dog. The dog, of course, is all about loyalty. It's about loyalty and devotion. So I do feel as though you are dedicated to achieving what it is that you've set yourself, your goals are, whatever those goals may be for you. And I feel as though you will achieve them during this month, or you will have enough of your seeds in place that it will start snowballing and the success is going to come in for you. Then we have relationships, business partners, office love affairs, and communication with co-workers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. Definitely, I was picking that up with that lover's card as well. You really do want to be careful about romantic affairs within your workspace. I have seen through all of my years of experience where that is not a good practice. because there is a conflict of interest there. And also, if one person decides they no longer want to be in that relationship, it makes it really weird for everybody else, especially if other people know there is a relationship going. But you do you, right? And just be careful. Protect that part. Real passion. Ooh, Scorpio. Stop wasting time in dead end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for jobs. Oh, don't ex- don't settle for less than you truly deserve. I agree with this statement. I absolutely do. But at the same time, I understand of being in that place where, let's say you're married, and let's say you bought a house, and let's say you have got cars, and you've got payments, and you've got kids, and you've got to put food on the table. Sometimes it's not so easy to follow your passion when you've kind of been pegged into a role. But do your best. That's all you can do. Your last card is taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around, take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. This is really tapping into that hanged man energy down there in your foundation. So I do feel I agree with this. You can take action, you can take steps. It not may not be as fast or as quick as you would have liked, because basically that hangman is saying that spirit is holding you back for a reason. A lot of times when I feel that energy, it's because they have something better in mind than what you could have imagined for yourself. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I've got for you. If you made it this far, give me that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And until next time, I hope you have a really wonderful 4th of July. I hope you have a wonderful July in general, and very good luck on your career and relationship space, because that seems to have come up quite a bit in your reading today. So take care.